Hello everyone and welcome back to Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate Prowler only. Last time we finished up our key quests for 7-star village, and this time we'll be taking on our urgent quest to get into 8-star village and then also doing some quick key quests for that. Right off the bat we're taking on an Ursula. Now at first glance at its hit zones you would think that fire is a better overall element for it. But if you actually look at it after its hide will be broken, which we'll see in a bit, thunder is better, honestly, and then even whenever it has its hide still, certain parts of its body are still weak to thunder. So we'll go ahead and take the quest. We ate our meal. And of course we have our Legiacris anger. But Ursula, a spider monster. This is our first one of these, and I believe our only one of these. No subspecies or anything like that in this game because Generations is special like that. But this monster was introduced in 4, I think just regular 4, not 4 Ultimate. It was just introduced in 4. Very complex monster hit zones wise. You can break a lot of its body parts. You can break its crystals, I believe, at least once, and then you break its hide. We're going to go for the belly here. That's going to be the best for not only raw damage, but also the thunder element. And it stays the same even whenever you break the hide off because it isn't really considered part of the hide. Of course, you can go for the head too. And that's going to be good for fire damage. It'll be your best just regular hit zone too. Other than the stomach, of course. Now, I don't know if it's a she or a he. We're going to call it a she. But it just kind of swings around on these vines. And it uses that verticality that 4 introduced. And there's also a arena called the Verdant Slayground that Ursula uses to its advantage too. I'm really waiting for her to come down here. There we go. Can try to dodge under there. Didn't actually dodge under there very well, but oh well. Here comes a sleep needle. This will put you to sleep, so try to dodge it. You really don't want to be put to sleep. And this is also a monster that utilizes the webbed status. I don't believe there's another monster that uses it outside of one that we'll be getting into later on. But in Generations, there wasn't a single monster, I believe, that did the web status. Keep attacking here. We can finally do our piercing boomerangs. All right, we'll go under that. Just dodge straight into it. Again, I'm just trying to pierce our abdomen and just get that and try and break her hide too. Once we break the hide, we do get the better hit zones for our thunder element. There's just some webs. If you run into those like we did earlier, we will be affected by the web status. She also destroyed our little walkway. Again, I don't know if these are all canonically male or female or the ones you fight like Mizutsune. But I'm just going to call it a her. There's Go Fight Win. That's nice to have, but we don't really have enough bar gauge for anything right now. She's really being really annoying, climbing up around. She grabbed you for you. I'm gonna try and cut the threads here, see if that helps out. Maybe it did. I think it did. We can shoot up here, but I believe our boomerangs are stopped by the floor collision. We're just waiting for her to come back up since there's no real easy way. We could use this vine here, but I'd rather not fight on the vines because it is a little difficult to maneuver on, and especially if we knock her down and under them, we won't be able to do anything easily. She's being stubborn though, so we'll just go up and fight her. Okay, we'll just kind of go under here, wait for her to do an attack. There we go. Throw out one boomerang here. I dodged there just in case that stomp did do anything to me. It didn't, thankfully. We'll do a spin there. Alright, she's just going to taunt here, so I'll do a spin. If we can get a topple on her legs, that would be nice. I believe her legs are not a great zone, so it's not really worth it to farm them. Or at least keep going at them. We'll do a spin here. I think, yeah, we're fine. We took a little bit of chip damage, but we're A-okay. Don't jump off. Okay, I jumped off. That's fine, though. She'll probably follow us, if I had to guess. Or not. She's just webbing around. She can really use those webs to her advantage. And again, you can see here that she can actually hang under. If you do attack her legs while she's in this state, you can knock her down, and I actually got hit there. Not poison though. She can also apply poison status, but mainly she's known for her sleep, but those toxic crystals on her back are very obvious and that you can see she can apply poison. Here comes the bot that does apply poison, and as you can see from you there, he has it. Alright, here comes the web swing. We'll just go through that. Here comes a big web swing. Tries to land where we're at, but we can just easily dodge through that with Adept. Do a spin here, good flinch. We'll just try and back up here. I want to try and go for big boomerangs while she's just kind of running around. She's going to come towards us. I believe she might actually be trying to leave the area. Yep, she's trying to leave. Or not. Hold on, be careful. Yeah, she's trying to leave. first monster we haven't actually had limping away from the first area, so just showing that I don't have much experience with her. Okay, good. Just spin here. What are we doing now? Okay. She's just gonna shoot out some webs. We're fine here to just do another spin, go under her. Again, really trying to reach that. Her stinger is fine too. I don't believe this is the belly. It might actually be the belly now that I'm thinking about it. Because there's not really another spot on her body that could be the belly. Really gonna try and just break that hide here. Just spin. Again, it's not really anything I'm worried about. Just trying to be patient because we don't have to really force DPS here since she just does have such low health for the equipment we have right now. We'll go left here. See what she's gonna do next. Just gonna taunt. Okay, we'll try and punish that. Unfortunately, wasn't able to punish the topple she had earlier with Mega Boomerang because we just don't have it. All right, do another spin here on the stinger. Very good. Take a little bit of damage there and am now poisoned, but I think that was a worthy sacrifice. Throw a boomerang there. We'll go right here. Okay, she's gonna do the bite. Doesn't really reach us, but I want to make sure I'm not getting hit by that. All right, we'll go left here. Here comes another one. Good. Just spin. Okay, careful. Ah, man. Waited a little too long for that. Got a little greedy and shouldn't have attacked. There we go. There's just another claw grab, I think. Not a bite. Another just quick little grab there. That does chip damage, and we actually broke her claws there. Very nice. Makes it so I believe the first, or the right side claw, or her left claw, but our right, doesn't actually hit during the attack, though I believe just physically can hit too. I believe we actually broke her teeth there too. I'm gonna try and do a Mega Boomerang here, and then do another one as she comes back up. There we go. All right, we'll try and pierce this here. We will take some damage, but our boomerang will actually come around and hit her again. Good, she fell over. Here comes another slam. We'll just dodge through that. Very simple. She's gonna move around, doing her little spider dance. Try and get under this ear so she can't actually attack. Good. Tried to do a sleep needle, but that's a very pinpoint attack, and so long as you aren't being greedy, you should be very safe from that. She's gonna be exhausted now, so we'll throw this out. This should hover in a good hit zone. It's not quite gonna reach, actually. Oh, that's unfortunate. I don't even think this one will, but she will run towards us. Okay, that works. That 100% works. All right, we'll throw a couple of boomerangs here. We'll do a lunging slash into a spin. She's gonna limp away now, like for sure, once she tries to move. Knocked her over again. Good. There we go. On the ground once more. We'll try and go for these spikes. Maybe we can get a break on them. It doesn't look like it. We'll probably just kill her because she was making the moves to try and run away. There she goes. She's actually pretty fast from her fleeing animation. We can just run up here to the left because that's where she usually sleeps. On into area 9. This is another area that kind of has the webbed and the 2 layers. Again, this is a map from 4 Ultimate, so very obvious that this is a verticality based map. We actually broke the spike there from that jumping slash. Very nice. She's still exhausted, so we're able to just kind of get free hits on her still. Okay. And there we go. Narcella is down. Definitely the longest taking one so far. I really didn't get to show off that thunder element that well. I wasn't attacking the hide enough, but I think we're still hitting the stomach enough, which still has decent thunder weakness. So yeah, I'll go ahead and cover up and meet you back at base. All right, we are back to the base, and we will talk to the adventurer here. He's just going to give us some more requests now, since we are in the next level of the quest board. We'll go ahead and look at the quest board here. If we have the quest for Plesioth, I would like to take it. I don't know if we do have it yet. In fact, we do not. That is just kind of a mini urgent quest. So we do have some other goals to tackle, though, so we'll go ahead and equip our dragon weapon. We'd have our Rathian coming up, and that's what we'll use that for. Of course, we'll be using the Shigaro weapon. It is just an amazing weapon, and you get it so early. Like, it's kind of surprising that you're able to use it. Or that they really just give it to you very early on in high rank hub. Well, I say they give it to you very early on. They don't. They give it to you when you first can fight Elder Dragons. But it's still just for how little you actually have to do to farm it. Unlike something like the Cursed Cloud or the Deviant weapons, it's just a very, very nice and easy to get weapon. We'll go ahead and take Grapes of Rathian, as a hunting a Rathian in the Ruined Pinnacle. Go ahead and eat for Hurler. We'll see if we get it. Hopefully so. And we do. Yes, there we go. And we'll go ahead and take this quest. Alright, we are in the Ruined Pinnacle. Rathian usually spawns in Area 2, so that's where we'll be going. We did spawn in this kind of secret area. There are some full-on, completely secret hidden areas that you can't get to without a special food skill, or just randomly happening upon it. We didn't get the food skill here, it was just a random chance, but it is nice for hunters who like to farm some talismans or things like that. Rathian here is Rathian. We've already fought high-rank Rathian, so... she's gonna probably go down very quickly because Rathian have notoriously high hit zones. Being both dragon and raw, just being very good on the head. Already a flinch, so remember those flinches are showing that we've reached a certain threshold of HP. Or dealt a certain threshold of damage. She's enraged now, she's going into the air. We don't really have enough to counter or do anything, so we're just gonna keep attacking regularly, trying to get our boomerang buffs up. Dodge that. She's probably going to do another charge. Yes. She's going to have to stop it prematurely, though. There we go. And that's the finisher for the charge. She does a bot at the end of her charge. We'll go left here, see what she's fixing to do. Okay, just a big fireball. We'll do some melee combos here. Go up to the right. Do our piercing boomerangs. Throw one. Actually got a little greedy there. Since she was looking at me, I should have just prepared for an attack. She's probably going to do a tail sweep. Looking for it. Nope, just kind of an aerial bot. Alright, there's a couple of boomerangs. We'll go for a big boomerang here and then just launch forward. See what she's gonna do. Okay, just a fireball. Gonna run right. I didn't realize. I should have noticed the tail that it was just the triple fireball, not the big blast. See what she's gonna do. She's tackling. Move off to the right. We're gonna throw a couple of these here. Wait for her to turn around and see what she's fixing to do. Okay, into the air. We're gonna counter with one. She actually attacked Binkai there, so we'll punish that. Move off to the left. Punish that charge there since she did miss it. We'll throw one and try and catch her on the head turn. Here comes just a big fireball. Triples. Do a spin. Good head break. Throw a couple more here while she's staggered. She's going into rage mode again. We'll go ahead and do an adept dodge. Then she always goes into the air once she enrages. We can get this and probably knock her out of the air. Very good. Throw one boomerang. Do into a spin. We actually broke both wings. That's very nice. Another fireball. This was a big exploding one. We can do a spin here and get some damage off. Good flinch. Rathian is one of the monsters that you could probably very easily headlock with a hunter. That's a very classic strategy of just dealing so much damage to the head that you're constantly flinching. And not really very common anymore, but it's something very common in the old games, especially the first couple generations. Actually got hit by the tail sweep there. Shouldn't have dodged forward. We're going to try and catch her on the head turn here. All right, go right. Just gonna tackle forward, throw another one, see what she's gonna do next, throw another one. Very easy, just kind of dance around her charges here, so long as you don't get too greedy. Remember, your first boomerang is always the most powerful, the second one is not as strong. Of course, if you do have a third boomerang, that is the strongest, but we don't have a third boomerang here. We're gonna throw one here, she's probably gonna tackle, so we get an adept dodge off of it. Wait for this next dodge, we'll counter the ending, or the end lag of her attack. Cancel that little charge out there, at least punish it. Good flinch from her cat, you. Just doing some melee attacks. And she's limping away. Maybe we can get the kill here, but I think she's gonna fly away. Yeah, she'll fly away. That's fine though. We got some really good DPS there. See what area she's going to next. Looks like the nest area. We haven't seen the nest area yet, so I'll just go ahead and jump to it. Of course, we have to get through area 7 first. I wouldn't want to skip that. Since this is a new map, we kind of want to go over the layout at the very least. But now we're in Area 8. This would be where she went to sleep if we allowed her to, but we're not going to let her. We'll reapply our buffs here, but she's probably so close to death it doesn't even matter. Alright, we're going to take damage from a charge, but I'm fine just getting large boomerangs, big boomerangs off like that. I forgot the name of it. They're one. She's going to do a fireball. We'll just dodge that exploding blast from the second one. Here comes another one. Actually dodged too early there. I thought I was in range of the second blast, not the third one. Alright, we'll try and throw this while she is just kind of limping. She's not going to leave because this is the nest area, so she has to stay here for at least a little bit. Throw one here. Punish the head turn. She's going to charge again. Actually whiffing on this ledge here. Hold on. Throw one. Into the air. Here comes a tail flip. Okay, so what she's going to do next. Alright, she's tackling down, but we did get a knockdown. Probably going to finish her with this mega boomerang here. Could have been a little more efficient with the following up at the end there in that final area, but we're fine. We'll go ahead and carve her up, and I will meet you back at base once again. All right, once again, back to base. We'll go ahead and switch to our thunder weapon once again. We can grab that here. Of course, our G Anchor R. I probably really should clean up our item box because it is just kind of a mess of random armors and whatnot. I sorted it at one point. In fact, I'll just sort it again. That's fine. That'll keep everything in one spot. I don't necessarily like how everything is sorted, and you'll definitely want to go in here and rearrange it on your own, but this is fine for now. Go ahead and exit back out here and head to the main area of the ship. We'll go ahead and just eat ahead so don't have to backtrack again. See if we get Hurler here. Maybe? Yes, we got it. Good. And we're drunk, so let's not be drunk. Let's sit at the chair and that cures everything. Okay, we'll talk to the gal, and there should be a quest. You've seen how bad I am at calling quests last time. Should be one for Nargacuga. There is not one for Nargacuga, though, so instead we will do the quest. I believe, if I'm looking around here correctly, for Nibblesnarf, and I don't remember what is good against Nibblesnarf. We'll keep the thunder weapon because I believe that is good against it. It's, again, not going to matter too much because it is just, you know, very low health, so we should be fine. All right, and we're going to go to the desert. Gen 2 desert, not the dunes. We'll go to the main area at the bottom. There's really two large main areas that I consider, and then a bunch of smaller areas. Two large main areas are very nice to fight in. We'll be able to just go from area 4 to 6 here, and then we'll be able to go to area 5, which is the bottom area. All right, and now we are in area 5. It's Nibblesnarf. You just gotta figure out which one it is. Usually by the puffing of the smoke, you can figure out where it's at immediately. Gonna go ahead and just attack it right out. We really just need our buffs, so we're gonna go ahead and just focus on rapid attacks here. Try and do a cartwheel here if we can. He's not focusing on us, which is good. That means we can kind of build up. All right, let's see where he's going. We don't have bombs, so we can't cheese Nibblesnarf here. If you are a hunter, you can very easily cheese it. With that, just any times it bites or opens its mouth, you can put a bomb down and it will grab the bomb. Try and follow it with our dodge here. He's going to turn around at us, probably do a charge. Yes. Of course, our adept bombs don't count for anything either, and the thrown bombs from our support skills, like our Mega Barrel Bombay, don't trigger the explosion in its stomach either. It has to swallow the bomb and then have it explode in its stomach, not the other way around. All right, we can go for piercing boomerangs here. We'll look for a chance for big boomerangs. We're almost to it, so it shouldn't take too long. And Nibblesnarf is definitely one of those monsters. We actually got a flinch on the charge there, which forced him to stop. Or at least slow down a little bit. I was trying to throw another one at him. He's going to do this again. I'll just run right into it. Good. Now we have enough for big boomerangs. Definitely try to use your dodges to build up gauge too, since those bombs do damage and they add a little bit, very, very tiny amount to your support gauge. He's doing a big tackle here. He's not turning around though, so we can just kind of chase him. I'm gonna actually sheath so I get the faster movement speed. All right, we can actually attack here. Hold on. Good. We'll go to the right here. He's just gonna kind of growl at us so we can do some damage. Remember, go for those gills. That's in general the best damage you can go for. He is a very tough monster, at least hit zone wise, so that's why you really want to focus on element more here. All right, we'll do a couple of attacks here. I'm going to take some damage, but those bots are hardly doing anything. Throw a couple of boomerangs here. He's going to dig now. See where he's going to pop up at. There we go. Where are you? There you are. He's going to do a sand blast. We can actually get in position for a mega boomerang. And this will actually, maybe, if it happens correctly, be able to hit the uvula. It will pierce through. It didn't hit the uvula, though. The screen will shake wildly if it does, and it really didn't do that there. All right, dodge that. Even though the bot didn't hit us, the body still counts as a tackle, so it will damage you. Throw a couple of boomerangs there. We'll sheath and just kind of run around. Okay, there's a big bot. Okay, we'll throw another mega boomerang here. Kind of a waste of gauge, but it should go off since he is just so slow turning around. Good damage, hitting bad hit zones, but again, it is still decent damage. He's gonna do another digging attack. There we go, just growling at us so we can actually get some damage off. Good flinch. This will allow us to throw a fishing net in his mouth. No, cat, don't carve, don't carve, don't carve, don't carve. That is a little annoying. Hold on. I don't think this is going to go through now. We will try. No. We're going to get hit now. Yeah, unfortunate that the carving button and the fishing line button are the same thing, but the game already uses enough buttons as is, and I don't think they could have mapped it anything better. I should have just waited for the actual correct icon to appear instead of just mashing. It's more my bad than anything. Just a short little sandblast there. We can keep doing some damage here. Good flinch. We can do a spin here. Good. Or almost a piercing. There we go. Now we are. They're one boomerang here. Wait for him to attack. He's just going to stop and do some weird things. Okay, he's just kind of idling right now. Nothing we really have to dodge here. He's probably going to bite here. Yes. But we can actually counter. I'm not really worried about going for the best hit zones here because he is just, again, with such low health. Just spin. Good. He's going to bite. We'll try and dodge that. Didn't let go of my boomerang fast enough. We did dodge the charge, though, so that's nice. He's going to come at us again. We actually got a flinch on the charge. That's good. Here comes another one. Dodge into it. There we go. Countered him perfectly there. The spin. Got a flinch. Good. Got a bite, though. We're fine. Now we can actually... Oh, never mind. This isn't the other one. The correct topple. There's different kinds of topples he has out of the sand. That was just a regular one that doesn't lead into any more damage. Here comes a sandblast from his gills. Go ahead and just attack the gills while they're out. Ouch, that hurt a little bit. Very tiny amount. Alright. Double bite. We can just kind of attack at range here. We're not really at range. We're very close to him, actually. Look for an opening for maybe Mega Boomerangs. I would like to have Go Fat win, but I'm not going to completely complain. There's that, what's it called? Furlask of Healing. As you can see, I have a glowing health bar now, and that means it just kind of very slowly recovers. Trying to do some damage here. Trying to get some claw breaks. That'll kind of knock him out of the sand for a little bit. It's like he's going to Area 1, I believe that's what it's called. Yes. Honestly, a very weird spot to have Area 1 in the middle of the map and not next to base camp, but oh well, I'm not the map designer. I don't make those decisions. This is probably a good fight for Mega Barrel Bombay, actually, since you are just dealing fixed damage and you don't have to worry about hit zones. Another good fight for just a pure Bombing Cat, too. You saw the flinch there. Pretty good. See what he's going to do next. Where are you hiding? Wait. Should have pressed B a little earlier there. Wasn't sure on the timing for that attack. Usually I just try to stay out of range and position correctly. Okay, there comes another one. Good. Try and attack him, do a spin. If you do enough damage during that, it's easier to, I believe, flinch him. There we go. He's knocked out of the ground again. We should, being the keyword, be able to actually do this. Remember, circle your joysticks around. That's very easy to just get him out of the ground there. I'm going to apply piercing boomerangs here. And then go for a Mega Boomerang. This should do a lot of damage. If it doesn't kill him, that's fine. And we actually got a claw break there. I went for the other claw just to opt for some more part breaks. Maybe we'll get it, maybe we won't. Well, actually he died, and we did get the other claw break. So there we go. Nibble Snarf is down. I'll go ahead and carve this guy up and meet you back at base. Alright, and back to base. Now, our next monster is going to be, I believe, Basarios. And for Basarios, he is weakest to water. In fact, he is very weak to element. Or not really very weak. Much more weak to element than he is to raw, because he's a very hard rock monster. After we complete this Basarios quest, we will get access to a lot more stuff. Some airship upgrades, if you will. That's kind of the whole point. They're trying to buff the airship to do more things and go more places. Go ahead, find the quest. Perfectly normal rock. We'll take it. It is in the marshlands. Alright, back to the marshlands. We're gonna go, I think, through Area 6. It's just kind of in the main central area of the marshlands. And you saw the pink dot at the start. What Basarios does, and we'll see whenever we get there, but he spawns normally and then he'll dig. And whenever he digs, we'll see once we get there. When he digs, he is a perfectly normal rock. Now, I will try, I don't believe there's any here, but in the volcano map, there are some rocks that look very similar to Basarios. Now, in this game, it's very easy to spot what's a Basarios or not. And even in the older games, it's easy to spot which one it is, but since the volcano maps you're going to, and this is usually the first spot you find a Basarios in, or not this place, but the volcano is usually the spot you find them in, you're going to be seeing a lot of similar rocks to Psarios. And he looks like that little rock formation that we saw there was what he looks like. And that's what the regular rocks look like. They're a little more gray though. They don't usually carry moss or anything like that. But Psarios is a fire monster. Again, usually in the volcano. This is a weird map for it. It makes sense. It matches its scenery. But it does kind of not match being a fire monster and whatnot. Though you can fight Rathian here too. So I guess that is kind of a parallel you can draw. Like I said before, very, very hard monster hit zone wise. You can go for the stomach, which I believe is a weak spot, but everywhere else is very, very hard, and you're going to bounce a lot of times. Go around here, but other than that, he is pretty much the bog standard flying wyvern skeleton. Has those movesets. You can see the tail sweep here. You saw the fireball. He does have a move that's unique to him. We have this Uragon poison, which is normally sleep gas, but actually Psarios did it first. It's not an Uragon thing, but we fought Uragon first. The lore behind Psarios is that it's a baby Gravios, which I have no idea how that works unless it like sheds its head or something and kind of grows into a horn or something like that. Very weird, but not really important to the fight at hand. Dodge to the roar here. See what he's fixing to do next. He's going to do a roll. This is unique to Psarios and Gravios. Just try and do some damage there. Go for that stomach. He's going to roar. Good. Don't want to bounce off that. We'll keep going for the stomach. We do have Go Fight Win, and we only had it for the one Mega Boomerang here. I'm going to throw it out. Even though the hit zones are not great and you're not dealing element damage with your Mega Boomerang, it is still decent to throw out. Especially if you can pierce that stomach and just get in there. Once you break the stomach, you'll have access to a better hit zone. And as you can see there, we got a flinch here. He's going to tackle here. And he does have, in general, lower health than the other monsters of a tier. That's just due to the fact that he does have high defense on his hit zones. Keep going for some damage here. See what he's going to do next. Okay. Just kind of a little tail whip there. Doesn't go around, just kind of does it back and forth. Think of something like a Teostra or Lunostra. There's just a little fireball spit. He's not aiming at us though, and it has a very limited trajectory. There's a fire gas. That is more closer to Uragon. I don't believe Uragon can do a poison gas. Of course, I can probably also be thinking wrong. I know there's a dung gas from Steel Uragon. Alright, see what we want to do here. I think we're going to apply big boomerangs and look for an opening for Mega Boomerang. Throw one here, see what he's going to attack with. Fireball. Good. That fireball has a pretty big blast radius where it hits, but we're not really close to it. Throw a couple of boomerangs here. Good stop. He's going to fall over because of that, and we can actually throw a Mega Boomerang out here. Try and pierce for this. Maybe we can get a part break. No, not yet. It's still a little too early in the hunt. Oh, never mind. We actually got a chest break. There we go. Pretty good. Gonna do a charge here. He's actually gonna get angry, and I'm gonna go ahead and go for this. This is a little greedy since he is straight on at us. Come on. Ah, way too greedy there. Should have went off to the side and forced him to a head turn, and we would have probably got it off there. All right, throw a couple of boomerangs here. Here comes the gas stomps. Keep going for that stomach. We'll do a spin here. Actually gonna see what he's gonna do. Okay, he's gonna tackle. Try and dodge into that, but we actually just go under the hitbox altogether. Very nice. Here comes a roll. Good. I believe if you flinch him during that, he also falls over, but I'm probably wrong on that, as I am wrong on a lot of things. Here comes a hip check. Keep going, but as you can see, you can just notice a lot of similar things this guy shares with other flying wyverns. Alright, we'll go for a spin. You can definitely tell he had the issue of Gen 1 monsters being very similar to each other. Throw a Mega Boomerang here. Throw another one out as he gets back up. Maybe we can get a trip. I'm going to try and pierce with the stomach, though. Keep going for the chest. With a spin. He's limping away now, showing that little tiny amount of health he has. Throw another Mega Boomerang out here. Hopefully this can kill. It does not kill, though. And you can cut the tail. Despite it being very hard, it can come off eventually after whacking it enough. Careful. Get stomped on, but we actually got a one area clear. It did still take over 5 minutes, but he didn't get away. So I'll go ahead, carve Psarios up, and meet you back at base. Now, he's going to give us some more quests. Has us with a Plesioth, a Nargacuga, and a Lavasioth. We're going to go ahead, and I believe we unlocked a support move that we actually can equip now. Yes, Wide Whisker's Horn. For hunting Bizarrios, we get an ability, or not an ability, but a support move for our cats that allows them to buff support moves, or horn support moves, for just everyone in the hunt that's using the horns. Not for hunters, of course, because they can't really use horns other than the demon horn and armor horn, and they're not really that strong, and they don't get buffed by it either. Now, what this does is, I'll put the exact numbers on screen, but you have the effects of special horns like demon horn, armor horn, cheer horn, things like that being buffed. And of course, you get more health from your herb horn and your health horn and your true health horn. This is very nice to have for your Pelicos because they're going to be running in and out of it, getting those buffs constantly. And it is a very cheap support move to use if you're using it yourself even, but I wouldn't recommend using it yourself. They're going to be throwing it out a lot, so it's just better to have this on your cats, especially doubling up on it and just allowing them to use that because they're buffing you up even more whenever they get this ability. Now that we're back to the upper deck, we'll go ahead and eat one more meal. Go for Hurler. I did forget I was in the lower deck to try and get the Thunder Weapon again because we did have to fight the Bizarrios to unlock more quests. Go ahead and look for the Legia anchor once more. There it is. And I'll go meet you at the quest gal. All right, more quests. And the final one we'll be taking on today is Airship Upgrade Nargacuga. Again, weak to Thunder. That's why we equip the weapon, and we'll go take the quest. The Generation 2 Jungle, definitely one of my favorite maps in the game. I do like the theme for it, 100%. I love the theme for it. And the map isn't that bad itself, having some decent fighting areas to go in. You know, go ahead and look for Nargacuga here. I believe I know where he spawns. Yeah, he's just in the regular nest. But this is a map that has been around for a very long time. Of course, it kind of disappeared after Freedom Unite and Frontier, but it made its comeback here and even showed up in Sunbreak again. Definitely one of the better maps they could have chose to remake, but they did make it feel a lot smaller in scale compared to the classic games, which kind of what the remakes of the maps did was make them feel smaller, but it did make them open-ended, which was nice. There's only so much you can balance doing that, and I understand that completely, and that's why I'm not really upset about it. Either way, Nargacuga, we fought Nargacuga before, you know what to expect. Here's Piercing. And here's Big. Now that we can actually fight regularly now, we'll go for the head. Of course, that's just going to be the best spot, even if Thunder Element, I believe, is weaker or stronger on the wings. The head is just always a great spot to go for. Here comes a Roar. I actually got a flinch before the Roar, though. That's good. We'll be able to spin into it. Dodge that. You can dodge the little Claw Slam there, but it doesn't really flinch you if you're an attack that doesn't take much flinch. Think of something like a Great Sword Charge or anything like that. Well, you will still be knocked out by stronger attacks. Something like our spin here will have a little bit of super armor to go through. Here comes a spin. We'll just actually go under it, and I'm expecting him to do it twice, but that is a G rank thing. He doesn't usually do the spins twice in high rank and low rank. Just keep going for the head here. I'm sure we'll get a face break eventually. You can see his eyes glowing still, both of them. That means the head hasn't broken yet. Once you see only one eye glowing, that means his head is broken. Hold on. There we go. Good dodge. Here comes another Tail Slam. We're going to try and punish this. Wait here. Good flinch. Actually got hit by that, surprisingly. Was way too greedy on that. Not surprisingly. I know I was going to get hit by it while I was beating greedy. We're fine, though. He's unenraged, but we have now broken his face, and he lost an eye. See what he's fixing to do. Okay. Just lunging. Actually tried to dodge into that, but it didn't activate. Here comes another one. Just dodge into it. Again, if Narga jumps, try to dodge with him on his lunge, because he most likely will do it after a jump. Even if he doesn't, it's better to be safe than sorry. Unless you're like doing a hyper speed run where you don't want to lose any time whatsoever. I believe there is a tail for it, maybe, but we just want to be safe. Here comes another jump. Yep, dodge into it. Go to the right there. Looks like he's possibly leaving the area already. Maybe he's hungry or something. But this is the Wide Whiskers horn here. We can run in it and get the boosts, which we already have, but it's not going to be useful for us since we don't have any horn support moves. All right, Area 7. This is the place Nargacuga sleeps in. It's up on that little ledge over there, just a little nest. I don't really want to stay over here, though, so I'm going to try and force the fight over towards me in this larger, wide-out area. Again, ledges can be very annoying, and unless you're trying to get mounting attacks off or just go for a mount, you want to stay away from it. He actually tried to jump there, and my Mega Boomerang clipped him and got some damage off enough to stagger him out of the air. Getting some good flinches. We'll go for the face here. I'm sure he's probably fixing to die. We're going to try and lead that shot. He does a landing attack. To call it a landing attack, it's more or less just a jump slam. Good flinch. Another flinch is always nice. Just spin on his face as he turns around. See what he's going to do next. Lunge. Here comes a tail sweep. Should have mashed B a little quicker there. Or actually got out of my roll a little bit faster. Okay, careful. Throw a boomerang here. See what he's going to do next. It's the slam. Actually, I got the tail. I'll be fine with getting the tail there. We'll do a spin on his face as he goes through here. Jump slam or tail slam. Go for the tail while it's in front of us. We actually got a knockdown. That's good. We'll go for a Mega Boomerang here. This should maybe kill. We'll see. Nope, no kill yet. He does have a little bit more health. He is a bit higher ranked of a monster. But he has kind of fallen off over the years. Or fallen down, let me say it like that. He's just a lot weaker. He used to be like one of the greats, like with the or a little bit above Rathalos actually. I believe in Freedom Unite, where his debut game was. But either way, there we go. Nargacuga is down. Again, a bit more of a pushover just because the game is easier to movement or with movement. But either way, I'll cover him up and meet you back at base. Alright, and we're back to base. Nothing really to go on. We do have a few more things to do in 8-star, but we got over half of it, or at least half of it here. We did an urgent quest, which is kind of throwing me off. But we are halfway through it now. We only have 4 more key quests to do for 8-star village. Either way, hope you enjoyed. If you did, please consider leaving a comment below, and maybe even consider subscribing. Until next time, bye.